Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of our 1.19 series, where in the last episode we ended up decorating our iron farm. So now it has a full house next to it with a little blacksmith shop off to the side, and it is still perfectly functional with the iron golem spawning up there, falling down here, falling down into here, and then their iron is collected in this chest. And in this episode, we're going to be fixing something that I thought we already had a solution to, which was our food. So in one of the first couple of episodes, we built this, which is a nice little butcher shop with a cow farm right up here. And the good news about the cow farm is it produces a lot of meat when you actually have the wheat to use it. Unfortunately, we just don't really have the wheat. We have the wheat growing from the little villager wheat farms, but most of the time the villagers are stealing that for themselves. And then our other wheat source is actually over here in the house, in our little greenhouse. And this also just really doesn't produce enough wheat for us to use this farm and have enough food coming out of it that it is actually useful. So in this episode, we're going to be making an automatic villager farm. And I think the area that I want to make it is right around here, because I want there to be a farm and then right next to it maybe a grocery store or a barn, something like that. I haven't quite decided what we're going to disguise it as, but for now we're just going to build the farm. So the first thing that we need to do is go ahead and go grab some materials. We're going to need 64 blocks of something for the walls, and I think I'm going to go with a nice stone. And next up, of course, we're going to need a hoe. Then we're going to need 64 seeds, and it looks like 45 is all the village has right now, but that should be alright. We'll just keep collecting them as we're building. Next, we're going to need a chest and 4 hoppers, and then 2 more hoppers, and 2 more minecarts to make 2 hopper minecarts. Then we're going to need 2 rails, 4 trapdoors, 2 composters, and then finally a water bucket. And now that we have everything that we need, we can go ahead and get started. So the first step is that we need an 11 by 23 block area. So I'm going to go ahead and start it right here. 11, and then 23 blocks this way, 23. And then connect up the corners. And then right up here at the front, I'm going to go 12 blocks in, 12, skip a block, and right there. And this is going to be the middle of our farm. Now the next step is going to be building a wall going all the way around the corners. I'm going to start with some spruce logs just to mark the corners. And this needs to be about 2 tall. And final corner. And then we can go ahead and add some right here just to finish it off. And we might as well replicate it on the other side. Just like that. And then of course I prefer most of my wood stripped just because I think the log texture with the bark looks just a little bit funky, so we're going to take that off. And then we can go ahead and start building up our walls here really quick. I'm just going to add some random blocks throughout here, mixing up the palette as much as I can, and then we'll go through with a couple of slabs just to add some variation to the top here, just like that. And now I will replicate this on all of the other walls. Here is the first half complete, and here's the second part. And now that I'm up here, I'm actually realizing that I built these slightly uneven. This one is just a little bit longer than this one, but hopefully that shouldn't affect the farm. The next thing we can do is go ahead and add our water to the center of the first box, grab another bucket of water, and add it to the center of the second box. And like I said, this one's a little bit uneven, so I guess we'll just have to see if this works. And next, we can go ahead and place that block right there so that we can put our composter right over the water. Do the same thing over here. And then we can add 1 block above the composters and put a torch on top of that block so that nothing spawns in here, just like that. And then finally, we can do what the whole purpose of this is till the ground so that we can start adding some seeds so that we can start farming. There is the first side complete and the second side. Now we can go ahead and start planting, and it looks like just like I thought, this is a little bit off, so we're not going to have any plants that are going to be able to grow on this side. Should be fine though. And that tutorial entirely lied because I need way more than 64 seeds. Let me go grab some really quick. Alrighty, I found 34 in the village, so let's see if that's enough for this side at least. And it was. And then for this side, we'll just have to plant what we have and then keep collecting as we build. Now we can actually start building the mechanics of this farm by adding a chest right there, taking out these dirt blocks and replacing them with a hopper going in right there, then a hopper going into both sides of this hopper. And then so anything that goes along this path will filter into this chest. Next, we're going to put some rails right on the side. Does this guy like want to be a farmer for me? If I go break like his work table, whatever it's called, will he start being a farmer? Is my question. Because that would be very, very convenient. I'm not sure he realizes he doesn't have a job anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry. For the next couple parts, we're going to need our villagers. So let's go ahead and grab some boats. And while this guy's here, I might as well snag him and bring him over to the farm. See if I can lure him in with this. Yeah, there we go. There he goes. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to block him in there for a second. And then we need to steal this guy. Okay. One farmer on both sides, and then we can go ahead and put 2 more blocks on this middle part, put trapdoors on this side, head around to the other side, and put trapdoors on this side as well. And now we can go ahead and break these 2 blocks, and then we can replace this block that's blocking him in with a hopper and a minecart. We can do the same thing on this other side, just like that. And I believe he shouldn't be able to get through. And then the final thing is we need to lure this guy right over here into this center part, and I think he should be able to hop right over that trapdoor. So let's get him as close as we can, and he runs straight away. Cool. Let's go right here and see if he'll take it. Oh, no, don't go that way. I need you to go right here. So let's put one over here. Can he hop that? Okay, perfect. And now this guy should be stuck and risk losing him. Let's grab that and put that back. Awesome. So now we have some villagers farming on both sides and a guy that they're supposed to not do that. They're supposed to pass it to this guy, where we can now go ahead and cover him up just like that and add a torch just so nothing spawns. The only thing that we're waiting for is for these 2 guys' inventories on the side to fill up so that they start passing all the wheat that they collect over to this guy. So to do that, I think we're going to need plenty more seeds, especially on this side. So let's go see if we can grab some more seeds. And then of course I can't forget the most important part is the lanterns. Then let's just do one here, here, and here. And then it looks like we need 3 more. 1, 2, and oh, sorry. It's working so hard on this too. And I'm gonna steal your seed. Sorry. And perfect. Unfortunately, that is all the time that I have for this episode. But if you did enjoy, please do consider leaving a like, as it really does help out a lot. And also consider subscribing, because I would love to see you guys in the next episode. Bye!